Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, it's Greg. It is Monday afternoon, about 5:15. I started this morning about 5:30, and I'm still working. And there's a reason that I'm putting this message out. Normally, I use these videos to be very positive and uplifting. I had some things happen, and I'm starting to see some trends of some things where I'm getting a little frustrated, I got to admit. If there's one thing you know about me, I don't play poker, and I tell people how things are. So while this message may be the most cheery, uplifting, video in the world, sometimes you got to tell the troops what's going on. So here we go. I was a good bit frustrated this morning to find out there was a handful of people that weren't that weren't where they were supposed to be when they were supposed to be there. They weren't prepared to walk through the door, when they were supposed to be on time. And when they did get there, their equipment was either, not charged, or they couldn't do this or whatever. Listen, this is your profession. Okay, this is my profession. I've been at this for 25 years. And in that time, I've never counted my hours, not once. I couldn't tell you a week where I could say, oh, wow, I worked 62 and a half hours that week. Because the recruiting business is about creativity. It's about hustle. It's about push. It's about what am I doing right now to get somebody to work. And that's why we compete as a small organization at the size we are, $20 million, with those big billion-dollar companies, is because we're faster, we're more agile, we work harder. But if we're not doing any of those things, we're just like everybody else. If we're stumbling into Monday morning like some were this morning, and not being prepared to follow up on all of the things that came in over the weekend, and not being prepared with our equipment, and not being prepared, we shouldn't be in this business. If this place isn't for you, just raise your hand and let us know. Okay? Now, there's a lot of other people on the team that do come in early, that do stay late, that do, pull Saturdays. In many cases, a lot of what companies do is they mandate people work certain days on weekends, or their 10-hour days or whatever. We're getting killed in the market right now by lack of candidates. Now, we can push that aside through effort and talking to people and being constantly vigilant about what we do. And constant vigilance, let me talk to you about that for a second. Constant vigilance is going to be our mission statement. Solutions through constant vigilance. What does that mean? We're constantly thinking about what our customers have, what they need, and how can I get there? What creative event can I run? What additional ads can I run? Can I call more people for referrals? That's why we, as a small company, compete against many of those bigger ones. We are only, and listen to me when I say this, we are only as strong as our weakest link. So that means we're only going to be as strong as everybody else on the team is. So if we have one individual that is a weak link, that can crumble it for the rest of us. And we're only fast as our slowest person. Okay? So if we're moving as a group and we have to wait for this person back here to catch up to the rest of us, that's going to slow everybody else down. And that's not what I would call teamwork. I'm guilty of not living a balanced life. I work extremely hard because ever since, for 25 years, way back when I started, in this business, all I had was a recruiting job. I didn't have a second job because I knew that the job that I had, that if I worked harder at it, I would make more money. That is how this business works. So if we're just showing up at the nick of time, or a couple minutes after, like say 8 o'clock, and we're walking out the door at 4:30, and then, or, we're leaving early Fridays, or we're coming up with reasons, you're probably in the wrong business. And, we've been struggling to get people on board, but I will not settle for, half effort. One of the reasons, again, we're going to put this document out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's our core values. And if you look on there, sense of urgency, make it happen. Hustle is a big one. As you can tell from my sheer frustration from today, is that normally I don't let things like this out. But gosh darn it, when we roll into a Monday after a 4-day week, come on, people. You're either want to do well at this business or you don't. And if it's not for you, that's okay. Some people it's not for. And I understand that. But the more effort, energy, time, and focus that you put into this, I can promise you, there's a reason I have, a second home in South Carolina. There's a reason Martha and I have been able to fold, profits back into the business to grow it and get better equipment and get better health care and be able to bring on more team members, is because we understand the necessity to come to the game ready to play every single day. Every day is the Super Bowl for us. Whether we're dealing with clients, whether we're dealing with candidates, whether we're dealing with our coworkers. If you're stumbling in to your Monday morning or whatever, you're probably in the wrong business. And, that's okay if you're having an epiphany moment right now and watching this video and saying, you know what, maybe he's right. Would I like everybody to work as hard as everybody else? Absolutely, I would. If you're in the management team and the leadership team, I probably need to be able to talk to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do I do that? No, but there is a rhythm and a hustle that runs to this business. It's an undercurrent because we always have somebody working. We have somebody working either at night, during the day, you name it. And I do come with a lot of intensity. And the reason I come with a lot of intensity is because I have seen it work for myself. Like, I don't have a college degree. I have a lot of self-taught things that came from just a lot of effort and a lot of energy that took, years and years and years to develop. So people are either serious about, what we're doing here and they're part of the mission, or they're just, coming week in and week out to collect the paycheck. Frankly, if you're on this team and you're looking around, you want people who are focused as you. This video is typically, normally uplifting and I try to drive the positives. But gosh darn it, we are not in the quit stages right now. We are coming into fourth quarter. We need to show up. We need to be ready to go. We need to have a plan for our week, and we need to execute. Otherwise, the game is lost. And I tell you what, I ain't going anywhere, and I ain't quitting. So, if you're going to remain on the team, or if you choose to go do something else, that's fine. We don't want to slow everybody else down. So that is a little bit of my venting, so to speak, and I do not do that very often with this group because I try to be uplifting and positive many of the times. But damn, when I need to put this out there, I need to put it out there. There's a lot of places struggling for people. We're not going to get those people by cutting corners and not giving our best effort every single day. This is my profession. This is what I've done for 25 years. I am a recruiter, just like you. I am a salesperson, just like you. I am a manager, just like you. And one of the reasons I work so hard is because this industry has given me blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. But guess what? I made my own luck. I made my own luck through effort. I've seen other people do it on the management team. I've seen other people do it in the field. I've seen, recruiters come to the game with a lot of hustle. But, I don't have much more to say. All I got to tell you is either, get with it or get gone. And that's it. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody has a solid week.